In this video, traders, we are going to look at trading the US 30, which is the CoreSpreads Australia Dow equivalent, on the CoreTrader 2 platform. Stick around. Hey guys, warm welcome to you. Alright, so this video is sponsored by CoreSpreads Australia. We've got a link to these guys in the description below. Go and check them out for your spread trading. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the CoreTrader 2 platform, which is their proprietary platform that they've got to execute your spread trades in. Very tight spreads in that platform, good charting functionality, all the stuff that you really need for day trading, swing trading, etc. We're going to go in there, going to put a few trades through. We're going to see how the platform works. All right, let's go check it out. Okay, so we've got the platform here now. And really, you can, most of the time the markets we want to trade probably going to be in our popular markets. So what we might do is we might say, okay, well, we want to trade the rolling cash because we're going to do a day trade here. We don't want to hold this longer than kind of a few hours. We've kind of thought maybe what we want to trade, and we are going to first of all look at the chart. So I'm going to click on the chart icon here. One thing that I mentioned before, which I do like, is the fact that you can pop the chart into a new tab if you need to. But for this one, I just want to kind of see what's going on. So let's say we've analysed this, we've seen the market pushing up. It's the kind of pulling back a little bit now, trading at 26,765 is a daily chart. I'm going to zoom in a little bit and go on to a 15-minute just to see what's been happening overnight. We're kind of stuck in this long range, right? We've been in this range for a while. So I might say, okay, well, I wouldn't mind taking a long position here. We've pulled down a little bit at the open, and I could probably end up putting a stop kind of 60 points away down here. Or even if I wanted to be extra aggressive, maybe I just put a stop under this recent low. Now, if I was doing that, I'd be mindful that actually we had a early morning low here, so the overnight low was here. Now I know, because I'm a very active trader of the Dow, and it's something that I kind of think that you should always be aware of, is I know that there's a good chance that we'll tag the overnight high or low of the market we're trading. So in actual fact, it doesn't make sense for me to go long here now. I'm probably better off waiting until either we've tagged that, or I've got to make sure at least my stop includes a potential tag of that. There's no point in me putting a stop just under the current day's regular trading high session. But anyway, that's more down to strategy. If you guys are subscribed to the channel, you're going to know we talk about strategy, etc. What I want to do now is kind of put a trade through and see how the whole thing works. So I can put a trade through directly onto the directly via the chart, should I say, if I like to, or I can go to the ticket. So I can kind of do my due diligence, my checking around here. I can go down to a bit of a smaller time frame, check my 1 minute. Admittedly, this is a bit of a choppy market. Admittedly, you know, we might be pushing our luck, taking a little trade here, but let's have a look and see what we can do, and just put a trade through the books. So if we imagine that we've got a thesis that, hey, you know, we think that actually this market probably is going to kind of drift lower and maybe take out that overnight session low. So let's have that as a thesis. We now could go to the ticket here, or we go back. And by the way, you can toggle this on and off. But let's say we go back now and we open up an actual ticket via the platform. So here we go, trade. We put the amount per pounds per point in. We're looking at, it's a nice tight spread because we're during the day on the Dow, which is the US, the Wall Street 30 rolling cash on the correct contract. And we want to kind of look and see, make sure we've got no data coming out, and we just want to hit the sell button. So now we hit the sell button and we know we're ready to activate. We double check everything, £1 a point, we're away. So we submit the trade and we get a confirmation straight away. So it depends on obviously the currency you've got your account in, but that really is going to mean for this spread trading that it literally 1 point will be £1 in this instance, because I happen to have a GBP account. Obviously got a AUD account, it's going to be $1. So now we can kind of monitor the trade, we can analyze the trade, and let's say, for example, we had that thesis and we wanted to say, all right, well, let's have a look for the overnight low. So we could open up the chart, and now we want to put in perhaps a stop as well, and also a limit order. So here now we would kind of look and say, well, actually, you know what, if I'm looking for a push to low, I don't really want it to go more than 20 points up, and my overnight low is kind of sitting around here, about here, or the kind of early low, if you like, not overnight low, is sitting around here. So I would hover my mouse over the candle I want. I'd look to the low, and the low is 26,742, and I'd zoom out as well, and I'd say, okay, well, that's the low for the open. But if we're going for the overnight low, what is it around here? I'm going to use this candle around here, and I'm going to say, okay, well, that is 26,730. So I'm going to put a limit order in, limit to buy at 26,731. All right, guys, so I'm going to kind of put an order in now at the 731. Actually, you know what, it's coming down, it's actually hit the level. So I'm around that overnight low level. I'm probably going to take the profit at this point here. All right, guys, so let's imagine that we hadn't kind of got that little chug down and rush down. And yes, listen, we just got a very minimal position possible just to kind of demonstrate some of the things that you can do in the platform here. So we're not going crazy. We're just kind of having a look at the platform. So let's say we didn't have that rush down and tag that overnight low as we had then, and say we wanted to put the actual trade in. So we could either click trade or we can click order, and you can toggle amongst the top here. So let's say we select order. I put the position size that I want in, and I select the side I want. Because it's a buy, it's going to be a buy limit, of course, and so I decide where I want it to be. So let's imagine we had it at, say the overnight low was at 10, we don't need to be tagged in this kind of example. Let's say the overnight low was at 5, say. That would then put an order in, and we could see on the opening orders here, Wall Street rolling cash, £1 a point, which is the unit we had. Limit would be at 26,704. Hedging was turned off, and it shows you the current price and how far away from it. And we can amend it, so we can adjust it and kind of move it lower if you want. Let's say we wanted to kind of move it a little bit lower, we could do that. Or we could kind of cancel it altogether. So we can click remove if we don't want to have the position at all, and that will just remove it from there very easily. Now, let's say we wanted to do another trade. Let's have a look. We could go onto Wall Street 30. And we could say, okay, we've tagged that overnight low, I think. Let's have a little look. We've just sort of dipped below it. You probably would be better off having a little bit of an earlier purchase on that. But if you had, let's say we did that, and let's say we want another retest of that low. So we can again open the chart, we can hover the tooltip or the cursor over the candle, say, oh, the low of the candle was 712. 26,712. All right, so I'm going to put a limit in at 26,713. I set the order button, I go to buy, and I click on the buy button there, and I go to 26,713. I can either use the toggle with the mouse, or I can punch it straight in. I make sure I've got my right amount of position size in, and I can submit, and that's going to go straight in my pending orders there. Now obviously I can also do things like I could take a trade and I can attach a stop or a limit directly on it, and we'll probably go through that in another video later on. But that, guys, gives you a bit of an overview. I'll cancel that before I turn around. That, guys, gives you a little bit of an overview on how you place a small trade on the Dow, which is Wall Street 30 rolling cash on the CoreSpreads Australia CoreTrader 2 platform. Keep your risk management, whatever you're doing. Take care. See you next one. Bye bye.